I want to kick off this new series with a little honesty. And after 479 videos and 409 amazing subscribers, I'm still figuring out YouTube just like a lot of you. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by all of the success stories out there and all of the secret formulas, you're in the right place. I've had some wins, a lot of flops, and plenty of lessons learned. That's exactly why I'm sharing this 4-part series about my current YouTube business strategy. Not because I've cracked the code, but because I'm actively learning, testing, and tweaking what actually is working right now for content creators and business owners who want to grow with video. This isn't about overnight results or miracle hacks. It's about the real it's about the real messy trial and error process of building a channel that actually converts viewers into customers. I'll be sharing the mistakes that cost me opportunities, my setup system that I'm using right now, my latest content strategy, and honestly, what's working and what's not working in real time. I discovered that 95% of business owners and content creators make these three critical mistakes that kill their growth. But before we dive into the three mistakes, be sure to grab my free YouTube audit checklist. The link is in the description below this video. I'm breaking down what they are and how to fix them. So, three mistakes killing your YouTube channel and how to fix them. So, let's turn your channel from a hobby into a customer generating lead machine. So, mistake number one. We all probably been guilty of this. I know I have been in the past, but you learn and you do better, right? You don't know what you don't know, right? That's the phrase they say. But all right, so anyways, I digress. Mistake number one is that you're treating your YouTube like a hobby instead of the business that it is, right? So you have like no clear goals. You're just guessing, so your channel won't grow much. So that means you're just guessing about what content to put out for your viewers and your audience, and you don't have any real plan to grow. So guessing is not really helping you, right? Because you're not making the videos that people want to see. You're just guessing. All right. And then you're not being consistent. That means you're not uploading often, meaning that your viewers can't really rely on when your content is going to be up because you're not uploading videos on a consistent basis. And this also leads to less engagement and less subscribers because they don't know your upload schedule and they don't know when you're going to put out a video next. And then only caring about things like vanity metrics, likes and subscribers. Those are vanity metrics that you really can't measure. We want to focus on things that we can measure, like how many people are clicking on your page to book a call with you, how many people are visiting your website, how many new emails that you're getting on a daily basis, right? So these are things that we can measure and track so we can know if they're working or not and if we need to tweak and fix or readjust or pivot, all right? So those are some of the basic things that you want to measure instead of views and likes. So what is the fix? How do we fix this? Well, first of all, you need to actually set some goals and put some systems in place. Now, I'm not going to talk about systems here, but you do need to set some goals. So say you are trying to get, I don't know, 10 leads a month. That's going to be a goal, right? You want 10 leads a month. And how are you going to do this? Well, you need to set up a simple content calendar. It doesn't have to be anything, fancy. You can do Google Calendar or, put it in Notion, whatever software you want to use. I actually use Notion, but you can build out a content calendar and decide on which days that you want to put videos out. Now, I am currently starting with one video a week, but I know some people they do two and three. It's all up to you, but you need to decide on a schedule that you can stick to and be consistent with. All right. So get your content calendar together and decide, maybe you're just going to do one video a week. Maybe you're going to do one video a month. Whatever you can do, but you want to set a schedule that you can stay consistent with. All right. And then lastly, you need to, like I talked about, you need to track real results, not just likes and views, because you can't track that. Okay. I mean, I consider them real results, but I can't track that. Okay. So yes, that's number one. That's the first mistake that I see a lot of people doing, and I know that I was guilty of that. The second mistake that I see a lot of business owners and content creators are making, that's killing their YouTube channel growth, is that they're ignoring the customer journey. And this just simply means that there's three stages that your customer or viewer is going to have. Your viewer is actually going to have to go through and actually to become a customer, okay? Because people usually don't buy when they actually first see something. It takes them, I believe they were saying in the marketing world, that it takes people at least 7 touch points to actually make a decision if they're going to purchase something from you or buy something from you, or even probably sign up. It depends, but that's what they say. But a lot of people are missing the mark when it comes to the customer journey, because we want this instant gratification, right? You think you put something out there and you think that people are going to just buy just because you put it out there, but that's not how it works. So I want to explain the three stages of the customer journey, which we have the awareness stage, was the first stage, the consideration stage, and then the decision stage. So the awareness stage is basically focusing on answering, you as the business owner or content creator, you need to be focusing on answering your audience's foundational questions. They're asking like how to do this or why does this do this. So you need to have content out there that addresses those issues, okay, that addresses those questions. And then you have the consideration stage. Now this is where you are going to develop content that helps the viewers evaluate their options. So people are, all on the internet, they're looking at different coaches, different YouTube, different people who teach YouTube, different people who teach Instagram, social media, etc., right? So this is the actual stage where you can help your viewers evaluate and compare if they need to be working with you or Sally Sue down the street. And then they have the decision stage. Now, this is where you provide things like testimonials, client reviews, maybe even some success stories of your current customers or clients, demo products, just videos. You're really putting yourself out there because you want people to make the decision to work with you. They want to be like, she gets me. I need to go ahead and pull out my credit card and sign up and book a call with her. All right, so that's the decision stage. So you want to make sure that you are strategically creating content that's going to serve all three of these stages for your viewers, because this is going to help in the process of them deciding to buy from you or not. So before we move on to mistake number 3, my analytics are showing me that 50% of you that are watching are not subscribed. What are you doing? Go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can get notified of when I upload my next video. All right, so we made it to mistake number 3. I hope you guys are still here with me. So mistake number 3, this is a big one. This probably should have been number 1, but it's number 3. So no clear path to becoming a customer. Now, I know a lot of people are probably leaving a lot of money on the table. That's why I'm bringing this up, because I was, when I first started doing YouTube, I was doing the same thing because I didn't know what I didn't know, right? So that just simply means that, at the end of your videos, a lot of people are still doing this. They're saying, thanks for watching, or subscribe, or I don't know, give me a thumbs up, right? Those are all just simple calls to actions, but they do not lead people to becoming a customer. They don't lead your viewers to becoming customers. They're just, actions. They're actions with no no transaction behind it. So we want to stop that today, right? We want to bring our viewers to becoming customers. So we're going to go through this three-step call to action system. It's called the three-step CTA system, and this is going to actually bridge the gap between viewers and customers. All right, so the first one is that you need to say it in your videos, say it on your lives, say it in your shorts. You need to just say it. Give people a clear call to action of what you want them to do next, verbally out your mouth. All right. Number two is that we want to show it. So in your videos and any of your content, you need to show visual cues for what you want someone to do. Like, you may be wanting someone to download a checklist. You may want them to watch the next video in your series. Make sure that it's visually on the screen so people can know what to do next. And then you want to link it. Now, I know you know this, right? Or maybe you don't. I'm not sure. But you want to have all of your links in your descriptions, and your pinned comments, as well as in maybe your email signatures, and also on your end screens. All right, this is the link for wherever you want to send your viewers next. Okay, you need to make sure that is there, and put it at the top. All right, so like in your descriptions, that should be the first link in your descriptions. In your comments, that should be the first link in your comments. So when people are scrolling and they're looking, they see, oh, because people are nosy, they want to see what's going on, right? So give it to them. Don't make people search for your stuff, because if you do that, they're just going to leave and they're going to be on to the next person, and that person is, that lead is gone forever. So the results of doing the three-step call to action strategy is going to give you consistent flow of leads and sales. Ready to transform your channel? So are you ready to turn your channel from a hobby into a business? Create that content that takes your customer on a amazing customer journey and turn viewers into customers? Subscribe for part 2, as I'm going to walk you through the channel setup that gets results.